Hi everybody, welcome to this A2 English listening practice video. You can use this video to practice your listening and comprehension as I speak. Before we start, remember to subscribe to the channel, click on the bell, and follow on Instagram. You ready? So today I'm going to talk about manners. What are manners? The word manners refers to the way people behave in social situations. So I'm going to talk about good manners and bad manners in the US and compare it to other countries. Especially, we are going to focus on dining etiquette. The word etiquette is another word for manners. Dining etiquette is fun to talk about because there are many different throughout the world when it comes to this topic. In the US, for people, example, it is polite to make a lot of noise when you're eating. It's not polite to chew your food loudly or with mouth open, and it's not polite to sip your drink or soup loudly. It's not polite. The verb sip refers to the act of drinking, of consuming something like this. And if you sip something loudly, we say that you are slurping. To be honest, this is pretty hard for me to avoid. When I eat soup, I always slurp it. My wife always lectures me about this and tells me not to do it, especially when we are in public. Mẹ ơi, không sao. However, in places in Japan, sipping or even slurping your food loudly is not considered rude. In fact, it's considered rude if you just slurp your soup. If you eat ramen in Japan, you're supposed to eat it like this. Some bad habits wouldn't be a problem in Japan. Interesting, huh? Here another similar example. In the US, it's considered very rude to burp in public. Burping is the sound you make with your throat after you eat or drink something like soda. So in America, you definitely won't hear people burping in restaurants. However, in many places in China, burping after you eat your meal isn't rude. It can actually be a compliment to the chef. It's to the chef that you like the food. I think this is a pretty interesting difference between manners in the US and China. Something else that considered good etiquette in the US to politely receive when someone offers you food. If someone offers you food in a situation where you didn't plan to eat together, please to refuse at least the first offer. For example, let's say you're at someone's house and you are not good friend with them, and they offer to make you some food. You can say something like, "Oh, that's okay, you don't have to do that." Then the person often offer again, and then maybe you accept the second offer, or maybe you don't. In order to refuse offer for food. I do this a lot. If I even do want to do the food. Since it doesn't apply in the US because you don't want to inconvenience all other people. However, in Mexico and in many Latin America countries, you are supposed to eat the food that you're offered. It can be further rude if you don't eat what's offered to you. This is definitely a cultural difference. Another interesting thing about Mexican dining etiquette is the way that people sometimes say no thank you. For example, if you're at the dining table and someone offers to give you more bread or something, it's common to do this. People might do this while saying no thank you, or if their mouth is full of words. They might just put their hand up like this without saying anything. However, in the US and in many other countries, it would be rude to do this someone. That's another big difference. Okay, one last example of good dining equity in America is keeping your elbows off the table. When you're eating, you're not supposed to put your elbows on the table like this. That being said, I think that putting your elbows on the table has become more acceptable in recent years. Nowadays, many parents lecture their children for putting their elbows on the table. It is as normal now. Alright, now I'm going to ask you some questions about today's video to see how well you understood. 1. What's another word for manners? 2. In which country is slurping for soup acceptable? 3. In which country or region is it considered rude to refuse food? Okay, remember to subscribe to the channel, click on the bell, and follow on Instagram for more new tips and lessons. I will see you next time.